Hello and welcome. Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Kayvon Gaming Hub, and I know I've been gone for a couple of days. I think it's been like a week since I uploaded. But from what I said in the last post, not the current post I just made today, but the last post I made, let y'all know that I'm back. I'm still a little sad that I lost a dear family member that I hold dear to my heart. But I'm back. I also let you know that I passed the exam for the MTA, my dream job. I'm just waiting to be called up and to be hired for the conductor. Cause that's the exam I took up the conductor exam. I've been fascinated with the MTA ever since I was a little kid. I love the buses, I love the trains. And the fact that I finally was able to pass the exam, this is my third time taking the MTA exam. Well, not the third time taking the conductor exam, but the third time taking a MTA exam. And like they say, sometimes third time, fourth time the charm, sometimes third time was the charm. And I want to thank everyone who supported me, even the people who watched the videos, whether you knew it or not. Thank you for your support. Now, let me get on to some updates that's happening with the channel again, and what's happening to my characters. Okay, so starting with the channel, there's gonna be less uploads temporarily because I am working on a personal problems. Well, it's not really problems, but personal stuff and projects that I'm helping out with friends. Okay. I'm just helping out friends with a couple of things that it's gonna be their own. Just giving them a life to do their certain things. But the personal stuff with me is I want to get in better shape. I want to lose weight. I'm not that big. I weigh 226 pounds, but I do have a gut, and I want to turn this gut into abs, and that's what I want to do. Okay. The second thing is a while ago, I won't say a long time ago. I won't say when Delta first debuted, like a couple of years after she made her debut, someone had asked me if I was interested in making Delta and Zuzu. No, forgive me, I lied. It was after they do. It was right after Zuzu got her Saiyan form. Asked if I was interested in making like Delta and Zuzu with like the X2 files and uploading them to like the video game mod page for Xenoverse 2. I'm still thinking about it. And the reason I'm still thinking about it is because I'm just now getting into modding and learning how to make skills, so I don't have to rely on other people. I still will rely on other people like Shackles. If you want a custom transformation for your original character, he mainly does Saiyan male. He mainly do Saiyans, primarily Saiyan males, but he will do a female Saiyan mod, transformation mod, if you commission him to do it. He will do it. And shout out to Shackles because he made a couple of mods for Delta. One I showed off, but the other one I have never shown off before. Okay, I'm still that will get shown off one day. But let's get to the point of what's happening. So starting today, I am retiring Delta. Now calm down. Delta's not going to be gone forever. The reason I'm retiring her is because I know Delta is the mascot of the channel. She helped the channel grow into what the channel is now today. And I never want to get rid of her. But I noticed that other characters, such as Zion, Zuzu, Neve, Omaita, even Jaco, don't get the love from me that they should get. I'm being Akira Toriyama with it to Vegeta. Delta is Goku, and the Vegetas are everyone else of Delta's crew. And I want to change that. I want to focus more on the other characters. So I'm going to temporarily retire her for like a couple of months, maybe 2 to 3 months, okay? But there's also another reason why I'm doing that. Is because I was asked a while ago, could you, the viewers, see alternate Dark Future Delta? Now, you caught a glimpse of Evil Delta. The alternate future Delta is kind of like Evil Delta, Corrupted Delta, but not evil. Okay, that makes sense. She's not evil, but she's far stronger than current Delta, and she is far less forgiving. This Delta has been through hell. She has seen hell. She has seen her best friend, her brother, be killed right in front of her eyes, be defeated, and she will eventually be coming out. She will eventually be coming out. Now, another thing is, I'm pretty sure most of y'all have realized that y'all haven't seen Me in a while. In case y'all forgot who Me is the child of Delta and Jaco. Me has already been retired. Her story has concluded because she no longer exists. And y'all may be like, what happened? How does she no longer exist? Well, when she confronted Delta and Zuzu, she committed the taboo of telling Delta who her mother is and who her father is. And that taboo ended up costing her life. Like many of I know, Me hates her existence. Her backstory is that she hates her existence because she loves her mother Delta. And her mother Delta in the Dark Alternate Future is basically a broken warrior who doesn't smile, who doesn't have no joy, who doesn't seem to have any light in her eyes. But just to be a battery for Jaco and do everything when he asks for it. Now that Me is no longer here, well, the Me that y'all all know and saw is no longer here, she will be replaced one day. Her slot will be replaced. Actually, it has been replaced by Miyuna, who is the Margin Namekian hybrid, the childhood friend of Omaita. That's her spot, but there will be another slot because, as I may know, Lord Jaco's story is coming to an end. He will get a backstory in Omaita's story. He'll get a little bit of a backstory, but Jaco is being retired too as well. Now, why did I treat Me like how I treated her? Well, it's because I had nothing else for me. And I didn't want to become like certain manga authors or just authors in general who rush a story. Now Jaco, I'm just saying, but you basically just rushed Jaco's story. Well, Jaco wasn't meant to stay here for a long time. Actually, Jaco was supposed to be dealt with the moment that he was introduced. The original person who was supposed to defeat Jaco was actually Zuzu in her Margin form. I remember that those kind of posts when I talked about how Zuzu was breaking like the 5 dark layers in Delta's mind. Yeah, that was supposed to be Zuzu defeating Jacob. But because Jacob became a little too popular and Zuzu started to become a little popular, I didn't want to ruin the story of just having Zuzu beat Jacob without Jacob doing anything. Now I know I really haven't shown Jacob doing much anything, but I've just typed about the awesome things he does. And yeah, we'll see it soon. Jacob is a formidable fighter. And what does this mean for Neve when Jacob is inevitably defeated? Neve will still be there. She's not going anywhere. Neve is starting to grow as a fan favorite character, I've noticed. And I want her to stay as well. Now, like I said, when it comes to Delta, y'all won't see regular Delta for a while. The only time y'all get to see regular Delta is through Zuelta. Okay? That's the only time y'all get to see him. And speaking of Zuelta, I got a surprise for y'all when she comes back. Thank you to Moon Keku for providing the assets to give Zuelta her new Super Saiyan 4 form. Thank you. Thank you to Kai Mods for Zuelta's hair. And thank you to the rest of the models who gave resources to give Zuelta this form. I will give them the proper what's the word? The proper respects and credit when Zuelta's latest video comes out. I don't know when it comes out because, like I said, I've been busy, like extremely busy, more busy than I've ever been before. But when it comes out, I will credit all the modders for publicizing their resources to make transformation mods. So like a bigger transformation mods, I'm also thinking of making a transformation mod that's also unique for Delta. I've been thinking about this for a long time, but I'm still new to making transformation mods, and so I want this to be very unique. And y'all will see it when it actually comes out. Now another thing that is happening, because I don't want to keep y'all too long, because I plan on keeping it short. Another thing that will happen is how can I say this? Collabs. So a couple of weeks ago, I was asked if a viewer if I can have their original character fight Delta or Zuelta. Now, I want to address something, because as everyone saw how powerful my original characters are, they're nowhere near as powerful as other creators that y'all seen, other creative characters y'all seen from other content creators, like what's their name? Neo Akiyama. They're nowhere near powerful as his creative characters. There's a lot of people who got creative characters whose characters are way stronger than mine, especially Daki. Daki, you know who you are. Shout out to you. It's always funny, and I appreciate his stories of Daki meeting my characters in the comics. I love reading them. They're very good. It is a joy. I told Matt to stop questioning it because it's just a fun read. Because I feel it's an honor that he's using his characters and making a story out of my story for his characters, me and my characters. Another one. There's another person. I can't remember their name, but it's in the back of my head. Oh yeah, the official Hollow Knight. Also, his characters are pretty much stronger than mine as well. But let me get to the point. I am not afraid to let my characters suffer a defeat or an embarrassing defeat. Whether it's a tiebreaker or they push to their very limits, or it's just a squash match. It was a fight that Delta, Zuzu, or even Zaya could even stand a chance to. So I do not mind those because when there's defeat, there's knowledge. And as everyone knows, Zuota gets her crave and lust for battle through Delta. And Zuzu is slowly taking that to heart, becoming like a battle crazed warrior. So that's all I had to say. Like I said, thank you all for your support, for everything that y'all have been doing. Thank y'all for supporting the small Dragon Ball creators, whether they're small, medium, or large. The Dragon Ball community is a good community. Any community is a good community. I understand there's some bad apples in this community. I understand that recently there was a Xeno Coffee incident. Like I said previously in a post, I don't really tend to the drama because drama is just a headache and I try to steer clear of that. But like I said, there are bad apples in any community. Not one person in a community, not one rotten bad apple in a community talks for the whole community. The anime community can be weird at times. The Dragon Ball community can be weird at times. Destiny, Warframe, Wuthering Waves, Genshin, Neverest to Everness, Epic 7. Every community can be weird at times. But it's when we come together and talk about the good rather than negative that we can find joy with each other. So have a nice day, y'all. I'll catch you on the flip side, and peace.